Alright, let's start. We're picking Slark for this game. And we change our neutral item. And we got lucky. We got plus 30 to all attributes. Which is very important with Slark. So we chose our third skill first. Doesn't much matter if we choose third or first skill. But I prefer using third skill over my first skill. We will not be auto casting our F skill. Now we start Overload 2. One hitting the chickens. Oh, there's a runner. Our dark pact, which is our first skill, scales on all attributes. That's why, as much as possible, we get all attributes as our items, or any way we can. One good way to get all attributes would be buying EXP at start, because level is equal to attributes. If you guys want me to make a what do you call this? A video wherein I'll be using the basic card, just comment down below. Do note guys that I'm not picking any retinue yet, because we don't want to play against the RNG gods. I mean, what else can you choose? Kobold, Foreman, or Centaur? Doesn't matter. And then I prefer using Harpy or Ancient Thunderhide with Slark. I'm not certain if Ancient Power Shaman would do best. Now we got the XP, now we overload to 3. Once you overload to 3, we're expecting that there will be more CC, more everything. More HP, something like blocks. So we're not expecting everyone to be killed. As you can see, not everyone's getting killed. And actually it's getting dangerous right now. We're leaking pretty bad. Which is okay. At start, it's okay to leak hard. That means we're scaling. Unlike when you're leaking at like round 30 or 40, that means your comp is already weak and you need to change comp already. My big mistake there was not opening the treasures. So we're leaking hard again. I'm not fast enough. So I guess we're gonna use fireworks soon. I got stunned. Alright. It's okay to use your fireworks at the start. As we can see, we're looking for our dire or radiant range melee creep, so we can turn them to radiant and later on scale with spell damage. Because melee creeps gives up to 40% spell damage if I'm not mistaken. For this game, I won't be using the Alpha Wolf mechanics, wherein we just buy and sell Alpha Wolves during box round. Sadly, we got a net instead of a good neutral item for Slark. Do note that when we're fighting the box round, it's best if we manually use our Alpha Wolf skill. Now for the box round. Still looking for my radiant creeps. Auto-casted everything. Don't forget to use your skills wisely. Yeah, perfectly timed Alpha Wolf. There, we reached. Is that 3 lives or 4 lives? I forgot. But at least that will give us a lot of gold. Enough gold to buy our EXP. So we want to level up Slark to level 16, then sell our Tome of EXP. We have got a lot of stats already. As you can see, we're one-shotting everyone, two-shotting. Now we're trying to look for a new neutral item. Sell everything that we do not need to get more gold and buy more stats items. I prefer buying the ultimate orbs over the Eagle Song because Eagle Song only gives us agility, which is actually better, but it costs us more. That's why you just want ultimate orbs instead. And we're planning to buy the Aeon Disc later on, which gives us status resistance, which is important for Overload 3 and 4. There we go, we got Cobalt Foreman first, that's why we didn't pick Centaur ahead of time. Now we can overload to 4 since we already found our first retinue. And buy the Aeon Disc once we have enough money. Aeon Disc gives us 80 stats, 80 to all attributes, and 50% status resistance. Oh, lucky we got Pupil's Gift. Gives us 100 attributes to our secondary attributes. So that's a total of 200 attributes, which is good for Slark. So we're planning to reroll the net later on. We already got 269 stacks on Holy Cape. We're on a good way to snowball at round 20. If we're saving up on our runes, meaning runes, the Frenzy and the Arcane rune, it's best to use them at round 15 or 20 since we're expecting to have 16M gold at round 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, and 55. 54 I mean. So that's our goal. Don't forget your goals and missions. Now my goal is to level up my Radiant Creeps to 3 to get that delicious, juicy 40% spell damage. Oh, do not target that Phoenix Egg. We can see, I didn't get stunned because of my status resistance. Insane status resistance. See, this game's overload 4 at round. What did I think it was round 7 or 6. Wherein we got lucky that we got Cobalt Foreman. Well, I would also like the Centaur better, but it's okay. Now we already have 1000 crystals pre-round 10, which is good. That means we're on our way to get 3 crystal items. I'm just killing them one by one. Oh, Slark can't reach that creep. At least we got a boar. And we got Repair Kit. Repair Kit gives us 80 to all attributes. That's why we're gonna put it on Slark first. As you can see, we already have 754 damage on Slark. 730 down. Now what are we planning to buy? Of course, Phantom Locket so we don't get CC'd. That's our goal. And now we change target to different creeps so we balance our damage on everyone. Now we use our Alpha Wolf. Change target again. Now we autocast our Alpha Wolf again. We got 79,000 gold there. We chose Dragon just to simply sell. Open our Jade chest. Got Wither Blade. Nah. Just throw it away. Divine Repair. Just throw that away too. Got 80k to buy our items. I prefer buying items over rolling for a new hero because it gives us more advantage on around 15. And we're just making sure that we won't leak that much. I also bought the Frostworm's Fury over any other item because it has spell damage, crit, and chances are it's much better on box round than any other items because it has the clickable thing wherein all your spells crit instantly and after 3 seconds it explodes like a orchid of malevolence. Now we're just rolling for our range and melee creeps, which is good since we got lucky that we got Kobold Foreman. So everything again. Now we're already at 465 at round 12. On pace to 800 before round 20. Hopefully Slark only gets all of the kills instead of the boar or whoever else. Oh, that's one of the other reasons why we do not want another hero. So that we can make sure that Slark's the one getting all of the last hits. Since we're not leaking, we do not need another hero actually. As you can see, we only have 5 out of 8 units. We're now planning to get Blight Soul and Stone Golem as our retinue for our support heroes. I think, in my opinion, they're one of the better support retinues in the game. Now we got Great Sage Bar. That's a total of 3 crystal items for Slark at round 14. As you can see, we only have about 5k gold because we bought loads orbs, or is that Orchid of Malevolence? I forgot the name. We're moving our melee on the side, on the righter side, so that later on when we teleport Slark on the right side, it will still reach the buff. Do note that. As you can see, we already have 800 to 900 stats on Slark, which shows that it can already one-hit Lord Fee. Hesitating. Now we're prepped for a round 15 wealthy box sound. I chose not to use my Arcane or Frenzy Rune here because I'm planning to use them on round 20. I think you can use them both, but either way, I'm showing that we only need to use one. Spam it. Do note that the boar skill doesn't affect wealthy box rounds. So the boar is only useful for actually endless mode. The first thing to do is to use our 300 crystals to buy Timber Saw. Since Timber Saw is the hardest thing to get, because we're planning to get Enchantress and Timber Saw. We bought Timber Saw first before we roll so that we know already what retinue we will be using. I already chose Blight Soul as soon as we got him because we are planning to use Blight Soul and Grand Golem as our support retinue. Oh, we got Enchantress now. We want Enchantress to become level 16 as soon as possible and at the same time 4 stars. As we're rolling, I forgot to get that one Granite Golem, which is okay. And we're looking for Blight Soul and Timber Saw. You do not need Wild Wing Ripper this game because we are not going to be using Crystal Maiden. Alright, you got Slark again. You want Slark to become 5 stars before our Roshan kill. Since our main goal is to kill Roshan pre 1 second. The reason I'm not leveling up Enchantress or giving her a retinue because I'm still trying to roll for other stuff. And I think I'm not fast enough to do everything at the same time. Don't forget to max W and E first on Enchantress because she's a support hero. But when you're using her as a carry, we'll choose Q and E first. Now we're just rolling for Blight Soul and Cobalt Foreman first. So we could already, or Granite Golem. So we can already put Enchantress to Retinue 4. The Retinue 3, I mean. Now we only have 15k gold. And we can already buy another item. Choosing Jasper Dagger over Aghanim's this game. But we don't have that much gold. That's why we need to look for other ways to get gold now. I sold the Orchid of Malevolence too, so we could buy Jasper Dagger before round 20 starts. I mean before the box round starts. Oh, would you look at that? I haven't sold the EXP tome yet. And we got Jasper Dagger now. And 793 stacks. Perfect timing for our wealthy box hound. And then we didn't get the Granite Golem one time, which is okay. We'll just be using her retinue, the Granite Golem's retinue. I chose to cast Enchantress E over there before it auto casts anywhere else. So every time she wants to auto cast it, it will instantly cast it on that area. Alright, we now turn on our skills. The reason I didn't turn it on as soon as possible is because I want Slark to get all the kills first. Now use both of my runes, and as much as possible try to get to 16M. But probably I won't be getting 16M this game. Alright, we got 8M, half of it, which is okay. Alright, now our main goal would be killing Roshan in just a split second. Why is that? So we could get 10M gold and get a god tier selection. By god tier selection, that will be around like either 400 Tome of Ultimate, an Apex, or a tier 5 neutral item, or 1000 crystals. Well, 1000 crystals is the lamest one out of them, and 400 stats is the strongest one. I mean 400 Tome of Ultimate, which is 400 stats all in all. 4000 stats all in all. We got lucky that We have Timbers of Light Soul, and now we can simply put enchanters on our Granite Golem. Now we're rolling for Slark, Timbers on Enchantress right now, and another Kobold Foreman, and hopefully 4 more Blight Souls. I chose the on my fort tree. I chose the Dark Pact over the Auto Attack path because the Dark Pact will instantly kill Roshan, because that's the skill that we'll be using later on. So you're getting Blight Soul. We need one more Timber Saw so we could get the pure damage. Alright, Kobo Foreman. And I buy again. It's faster. This is the faster but a more expensive way to roll. That's why we're not using it until now. Now we got a lot of money. Now we just need to use Tome of Ultimate because we already have Enchantress, Timber Saw, and Slark at betting at round 5. I mean at star 5. Everyone's star 3 already except for my Alpha Wolf and Boar. I moved Enchantress over there so I could put Slark in where she was. I'm gonna buy Aghanims. Now we prepare ourselves to kill Roshan. But first we have to kill the artillery cars. Open everything and sell everything. As you can see, it's important to overall the start so we could easily get all of our crystals as fast as possible. That's why we can easily choose to buy Timber Saw over playing against the odds and re-rolling 5k every time. Now, autocast our E there. Turn off Blight Soul skill. And now we wait for Roshan. We'll teleport our Ignis over there so we can maximize her W. For Timber Saw, we will plan to use our Blight Soul Retinue since it helps us kill people with high HP at start. 4 more seconds. Oh no, our Timber Saw used his Blight Soul Retinue, but that's okay. Still have our chances left. Now we E, F on Slark, then Q after 1 second. Then there we go. We got our Mirror Shield and 10M. Easy as that. One shot, one kill.